British boxing's longest reigning current champion could be heading for a world title fight. Here at the Crowtree Leisure Centre in Hardy's hometown of Sunderland, he's defending his British bantamweight championship against Brian Holmes of Glasgow. Hardy's management are hoping to match their fighter against the IBF World Super Bantamweight champion, Fabrice Benichou of France, who retained his title in Bordeaux last Saturday night. So this is a double challenge for Hardy, who tops the fight night bill again.
Billy Hardy and his passionate Crowtree fans are fast becoming one of British boxing's deadly combinations. The redhead bantamweight's fiery displays have kept his world title ambitions alive. Mind you, Hardy is used to being thrown in at the deep end here. He works as a pool attendant at Crowtree by day and believes it's helped turn the tide his way on more than one big fight night.
It's a home from home, to get the Roker Road behind me, which inevitably is what I want. It's magnificent. This year it's another pressure for me, but it gives me that extra boost to perform well.
Hardy's first defence of the British title, he'd taken from Ray Gilbody, gave Wearside a memorable boxing occasion, though the challenger won't recall too much about it.
And he's down in the second. Hardy's got it. Billy Hardy has retained his title in brilliant style.
Hardy fans, young and old, were back to cheer their man when a hard-earned points win over Glasgow's Ronnie Carroll gave Hardy a coveted Lonsdale belt outright.
That was one of the main ambitions of my career, to win the Lonsdale belt for my two children, which now will be going in trust fund. But to win the Lonsdale belt is just out of this world, you know.
But it's a major step on to international recognition, and Hardy's found foreign affairs a difficult subject to master. Twice he's tried and twice he's failed to separate the Italian Vincenzo Belcastro from the European crown. But for the Hardy camp, it's all part of the learning process.
He's a very skillful boxer. When he puts his mind to box, he can box better or as good as anyone that I've seen at the present standard. And he's very aggressive and he can punch. You know, he's very exciting to watch.
Well, now Hardy must call on these formidable reserves again to keep his ultimate boxing ambition alive.
Benichou is the one guy that people can get to because he's not a terribly fashionable champion, and the price range for him is not so excessive as the others, and he's a very in-and-out performer.
People's going to say it is another pressure, but to me, I'm going to go out this fight and use it as a stepping stone towards a world title fight.
Hardy has won 21 of his 26 fights, 9 of them inside the distance. He's held the title for 2 years and 8 months, and this is his third defence. Holmes has won 13 of his 19 fights. He's a boxing craftsman who's never been put down, and this is his first title challenge. Well, as ever at this venue, there's a packed audience for a bill that's sponsored by Cowies. On our way to join our commentary team of Jim Watt and Hugh Johns, let's first of all hear from our Master of Ceremonies on fight night, Vince Miller.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the main event of the evening. 12 rounds of boxing at 3 minutes each round for the Bantamweight Championship of Great Britain. Presenting and introducing in the blue corner, the challenger from Glasgow, Brian Holmes. And in the red corner from Sunderland, the champion, Billy Hardy. At the weigh-in at 1 o'clock this afternoon, Holmes scaled 8 stone 5 3/4 pounds, Hardy 8 stone 6 pounds. Your officials appointed by the British Board of Boxing Control are as follows: your chief steward in charge, Mr. Bob Graham, your doctors, Trotter, McCall and Kipling, your timekeeper, Mr. Albert Kelleher, and your referee for this contest, Mr. Larry O'Connell from Hartley in Kent. This is the main event of the evening. Thank you.
So Larry O'Connell calls the two fighters together. The flame here, Billy Hardy, going for 4 championship wins in a row. Last done in the bantam division by Johnny O. Great little Welshman, November 77 to June 80. And off and running. Both with red shorts, Billy Hardy the champion. The white stripe down his shorts And of course, the red hair. Good, crisp shots to the head by Cal. Hardy, compact, prepared to go with both hands. Billy Hardy looking as though he wants to finish this one quickly.
I think Hardy's really been fired up by the reception he got tonight. He got a tremendous reception as he came into the ring, and he really has started this one very sharply. Good solid jab. He's actually staggered Holmes there with a straight left jab. Really impressive start from the champion.
Hometown crowd for a hometown boy. And it couldn't be more of a hometown ring either, because in this fabulous Crowtree Leisure Centre, this is where Billy Hardy actually works. Sports instructor here.
Holmes is a little bit loose in this first round here. I don't know if a couple of those punches have shaken him slightly, but he's usually a good compact little professional. See?
Oh, he's caught. Badly caught. He's down. And he looks as though he's in a lot of trouble there. He's back on his feet. Larry O'Connell gets his gloves wiped. And that was a fairly straightforward punch.
I think Holmes has been stunned from a couple of the punches earlier on in the round. He looked very loose. He didn't look to be concentrating. And just as
he's gone.
He's down again.
He is gone. He got up far too quickly then. Should have taken a little bit of a count. Down twice in the first round and caught again. And again. And again. Hardy is really setting about his work here. Holmes is all over the place. Oh, and one more punch and he's gone. 3 times he's been down. He is not going to beat this. He is not going to beat it. He's out. Brian Holmes stopped incredibly in this first round. Billy Hardy never let him off the hook.
Well, Holmes is an excellent little defensive fighter, and tonight he had absolutely no defence. I get the feeling he was stunned in the early part of the round. He didn't get a chance to recover from that. Suddenly everything just drained away from him. Hardy saw his chance and took that chance and really poured on the pressure and the punches. But Holmes, from that point on, his tactics were all wrong. He should have been grabbing hold of Hardy, just trying to survive. But he tried to blaze back, and that was the worst thing. See, even here, you can see there's a kind of looseness about his work. It's caught high in the head, legs all over the place. Hardy, good compact little fighter himself, gets him onto the floor. See, this is where Holmes is trying to blaze back, when in actual fact he should have been claiming hold of Hardy just to try and get his senses back together. But he was trying to fight back through instinct, badly stunned, badly hurt, and Hardy moves into to finish the job. Excellent performance from Hardy. See, from this point on, his legs completely paralysed. No way was he getting back into this fight again.
Incredible piece of destruction by Billy Hardy. Brian Holmes, who'd never been knocked down in his career of 19 fights previously. Down 3 times in that round.
Billy Hardy, still the bantamweight champion of Great Britain. Your appreciation, please, for Brian Holmes. Thank you.
Brian Holmes, his senses now back, applauds a very, very brilliant champion performance. And that belt is back in Billy Hardy's hands again. In fact, they hadn't got a new belt to give him tonight if he won this. In fact, that's the one that he actually owns, or his son Kurt owns.
And the Lonsdale belt for Billy Hardy.
We've been given a time of 2 minutes 40 seconds of the first round for that KO.
You didn't hang around tonight. Did that crowd fire you up?
The crowd fired me up. The opportunity of a world title fight fired me up. Now hopefully we can get out together with my manager Denny Mancini, the people who were the sponsors and the council, and the people of Crowtree Leisure Centre. We can sit down at a table and we can discuss a world title fight.
You might just win it in this sort of form. Let's show you how it started with the right hand, I think.
But yeah, I mean, I started off with the left jab, a sweeping right hand, and that was it. I knew I had him. Stuck my left jab in his face and went for the body shot. At that moment when he went down, I knew there was no getting up for him. He's a very brave boxer. All credit to him. He stood and he took some terrific punches. All I can say is, I was unlucky it was Brian Holmes, because I was in terrific form. I've trained very hard for the contest.
What was the difference between last time you met him in a non-title fight when he went the distance and gave you a reasonably hard time?
Yeah, well, that was 2 years ago. Obviously tonight I've proved I'm a lot better. I'm a lot more settled and more mature, and now I can show the people of the world that I can bang.
Well, we hardly had time to take that in, Denny.
Yes, an absolute superb performance. Billy's been training very well, very determined to do well, because we've got very big things planned, and it's exactly what I wanted. I can now go to my people tomorrow and say, well, let's have a World Championship fight in the northeast of England for Billy Hardy.
Well, we've been talking about Benishu all night. Is that a real chance of getting him here?
Yeah, that is.
Means the fight on, first of all.
Well, no. The first thing we have to do is we have to generate enough money to put an offer on the table, which is good enough for Benishu to accept.
How much are we talking about?
It's difficult to say, but I think
roughly
the whole project, we're looking at something like £100,000. I think after his performance tonight, the wonderful people and the sponsors from the northeast and from the Crowtree, etc., I think we'll be able to put an offer in to tempt Benishu.